Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and this is another episode of the Getting to Clarity show. This is the place where busy leaders come to get the tips, tools, and techniques that they need to create more of an impact in their leadership and life without the sacrifice, or at least as much of it, to who they are in the process. So today we are talking about how to move your high impact career goal from vision into action. So this is the second in the series. Last time we created and brainstormed the high impact goal, and today we're taking it from vision into action. So welcome back. So now that you've identified your high impact career goals or some options, let's focus on translating these goals from vision into action. It is one thing to dream big, but it is another to make these dreams a reality. So the key lies in transforming vague aspirations into very clear, specific, achievable outcomes. So let's talk about the pitfall of vague goals, because the main weakness in goal setting is ambiguity. If your mind doesn't have the seed to be able to find, then it's just trying to focus on everything. And that's a waste of your time and your energy. So vague goals are like trying to hit a target in the dark. You may think you're going in the right direction, but you just don't really know. So you know what you want to achieve in a broad sense, but the lack of specificity in goal setting makes it hard to take action because you don't know where to start. So often what happens is that we hold it in our head. We hold everything up here, not knowing where to begin, trying to remember everything and think of everything in this 6 inches right here. So this is, in my process, where the concept of SMART goals come in and why I value the concepts of SMART goals here. Now, there are proponents and detractors of those, but stick with me for a minute here. SMART goals help you get your vision into action because they are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So this framework turns those lofty, big, audacious goals or ambitions into a very clear roadmap. You get steps to take. So here's how you can apply the SMART goal process to what it is that you're doing. Number 1, be specific. Define exactly what it is that you want to achieve. Instead of saying, I want to be more successful in my career, vague, right? Specify what success looks like for you. What does it mean specifically? Is it a promotion? Is it acquiring a new skill? Is it achieving some sort of certification or designation? What specifically does it look like for you? 2 is measurable. How will you track your progress? So if your goal is to, let's say, increase sales, okay? Increase sales. By what percentage? If it's to improve your skills, how will you measure the improvement? How will you know that you've achieved it? So make sure that it's measurable. 3, make sure that it's achievable. Your goal should be challenging yet attainable. So consider your current resources, constraints, go beyond something that you've already achieved and stretch yourself for more. Number 4 is relevant. Make sure that whatever goal you're setting aligns with your broader career direction and the values that you have around your career. What's most important to you or must be present in your career. Number 5 is time bound. So you want to put a date on it because one day and someday never come, and there's always a tomorrow. So a time frame creates urgency and it gets you into action. Next, you're going to visualize your goal. And there's a tool I have for you. It's called the org chart approach, organizational chart. So I want you to imagine an organizational chart with the CEO at the top, okay? With this particular tool, your high impact career goal is in the CEO spot at the top. The goal for you in this exercise is to be more specific and actionable as you move down the org chart. So at the top, your overarching goal, what it is that you're trying to achieve. So for instance, maybe you want to advance to a senior leadership position within your organization. If you have the exact position you want to advance toward, you get bonus points for being specific. Middle management. So we're working down the org chart. We're going from the CEO space, maybe to the SVP space. We're into the middle management area. These are the sub goals that support your main goal. So for instance, can't talk. For example, enhancing leadership skills. Maybe it is building a network within your industry. Maybe it's increasing your visibility in your current role. These are the sub goals that allow you to advance to a leadership position. Are you with me? Now we're going to go to the lower levels underneath that. What are the specific actions for each sub goal? So for example, it might be enroll in a leadership development program. It might be attend industry networking events. It could be volunteer for high visibility projects in your current role that allow you to build those relationships that you need to attract maybe a mentor or a sponsor. So this visual approach of using the org chart helps you to break down the goal into very manageable steps. So it makes it less overwhelming and more achievable. So focusing on actions at each level that creates a clear path or a roadmap towards your ultimate goal. Now, what has to happen next is I'm going to ask you to anticipate the challenges. I'm not saying that you go negative Nelly, and forgive me if your name is Nelly, but we don't say Debbie Downer for a reason. I want you to anticipate possible challenges because no path to success happens without encountering obstacles. We always encounter obstacles. So anticipating these obstacles or these challenges is a key element of this process. So ask yourself, what might stand in my way? Common things are time constraints or lack of resources or other external factors. How will I overcome these? Okay, when you think about these challenges, then spend some time brainstorming. If I encounter them, how am I going to overcome them? Maybe, you develop contingency plans. If time is an issue, then how do you recognize the importance of this goal by placing it on your schedule, making sure that it is on your calendar? If your resources are limited, then what creative solutions can you find, either yourself or by talking to other people who might have done something similar to this? Connecting with people who might be able to offer you some guidance. They can help you brainstorm what could come up and what you can do as a result. So here are some key questions to ask when you're going through a process like this. And what this does, these questions help you to refine your goals. So consider these. How will I know when I've achieved my goal? How will you know when you have it? So define what success looks like. Is it a formal recognition? Is it just an internal feeling of satisfaction? Is it a certificate? Is it a new title and an office to go with it? What is it? How will you know that you crossed the finish line? What will I do once I reach my goal? That's the second question. Think about the steps after you achieve your goal and get into a direction with what you're going to do next. So wrapping up, high impact career goals are more than just a wish list. It is about creating practical, actionable plans that move you forward closer to whatever it is that you want to achieve in your career, your leadership, or your business. So using the SMART framework and visualizing your goals like an org chart and consistently chunking them down and making them more specific is going to turn your vision into a series of actionable steps. So remember, the journey to achieving your goal is as important as the goals themselves. Embrace whatever comes your way because there's going to be challenges, right? But what I want you to consider is there is no failure. This is one of the NLP, neuro-linguistic programming presuppositions that I love. There is no failure. There's only feedback. So you get feedback when you make a mistake or a misstep, and you get to incorporate the new information that you discover as a result. So stay tuned for next steps next week to get you into action in our series, where we're going to continue to explore ways to achieve clarity, which you deserve, and high impact success in your career. So until the next time, here is wishing you all the clarity that you deserve so that you can make the impact that you desire in your leadership and life. Take care and bye-bye for now.